Greetings RC fans, Sharky here and welcome back to Sharky's Garage. Today I'm bringing to you a new project build and some of you may recognise it. So this guy right here is Matt Carricker, aka Demolition Matt, Dr. Demolition, King of the Demolisher, a rather famous YouTuber with the biggest gun YouTube channel there is, Demo Ranch or Demolition Ranch, and then his family vlog channel, Off the Ranch. He recently posted some pictures and some film and videos of this truck, which, for any of you that are WPL fanboys like me, looks rather familiar. Here we can see a different view of Matt's wife Mare getting up into the truck. And this was a fan shot he took on the road. So, what's this got to do with the build, Sharky? Well, this is WPL B1 that I recently picked up. And although when I do the second one of these, I will use a B14 KM for all of the upgrades, to get things sorted, this should be good. A big shout out to Liam at the Higher You Crawl, because he's sending me another one of these cabs. Now if I can pull up the truck again. And you see it side by side, you can see that the bed, buck at the back, is very similar. In the videos he talks about how in this area here it was shortened, so I can probably shorten that there. This truck basically took two 6-wheel drives, so the equivalent of the B16 WPL version, to make this truck, with the cab and what they've done to it. I wasn't sure whether I'd need a B14 or B1, which is this version, or I'd need the longer B16 version to do the build, but I think I can do it with this. So looking at the details here, you've got two cabs. Say Liam's going to give me the second cab, which will then get butted onto there. Looking at this, my Cutline needs to be down here, up here, up here, up here. May have to do something with this. On this truck, there's no top pipes. They've routed it down under here, so I shall do that with those. I'm going to need to take that gap space out there, and if we look at a measure and we look, moving the mirror around, between the front there and the back there, for just the door is about 4 centimetres. If we take to this line here, then that works out at just about 5 centimetres. Now, space-wise on the chassis, we've got 2 centimetres there. We've got centimetre and a half there, and I can probably pull 2 centimetres out of this area, so that should give me 5.5 centimetres, which should be enough to do that. So move these pipes down to there. The back end of the truck, as you'll see in the videos, because I'm linking all of Matt's videos in the description, the back of the truck probably needs to be adjusted as well, so that we can then bring this back to line up here. So I should put that in there. His has also got seating in the back, so I should put seats over here and a flagpole up the back here. As far as other parts, well, as I say, the second one of these I build will be a B14 KM. Both of them will get this, which is a WPL 2-speed with a 360 motor. The front of Matt's truck, and I've not got a picture of this to hand on my tablet at the moment, his front bumper has this on it. So this is a front bumper off of a WPL C14. So I'm looking at using that on the front end, which I'm probably going to have to re-drill all the chassis rails so that I can move everything forward. Looking underneath, we've got some room in the drive shaft here on the rear end. The front end drive shaft angle is not so good, so moving the mounting points forward by 1.5 centimetres should enable a better drive shaft angle on the rear here, and the maintenance of this drive shaft angle at the front. Now, this version I picked up locally is the kit version, but it's one of the original B1 kits, so it's got the nice soft tyres on it. So parts wise, we've got B14 KM, C14 front bumper, WPL 2-speed transmission with a 360 motor, and then I will add a WPL V3 combined ESC and soundcard transmitter receiver package, the diesel one, which will mean that then I can run this on up to 2 or up to 3S LiPo, so it'll run 2S and 3S LiPo, which should make this quite the performer. The idea I have in the head that is, once I've got this right, that the second build I will build and then box up and send to Matt for his son Lincoln to play with. And if Matt chooses to use it in any of his videos, so be it. That'd be awesome. But it's just something that I thought would be brilliant. And as soon as I saw this truck, I thought of my favourite WPL brand. So I've got some of the parts here. I may start stripping this now, just to see how much space and stuff I've got to play with. There's plenty of room up in here to fit a bigger motor. May do something with the steps here to mirror the steps there. Also, looking at the buck, I need to cut this off flush and cut these off here. What I may also do, when you turn and look at it that way on, is trim and move these in to tighten them up to this top step level here, to cut that in half like we see kind of here, to mimic that. So, what do you all think for this tribute build? I will no doubt be turning to my brother Keldon to enlist his model making skills, at least in either showing me or helping me to get the cuts and all of that bit to work right. The body mounts via one screw just there, and then let's see if I can do this one-handed. Probably not, because it's not the easiest in the world to do. And these, let's take that piece out. I got one there and one there. If I move front axles and stuff forward on the rail, then everything all should line up, and that should give me everything I needed to do it all. And then use white plastic primer and then the matte black to mimic this. Anyway, I'd be interested to hear people's comments, feedback, any suggestions of things that I can do differently with the project. Obviously I will look to put the full lighting rig in, and how to do that. If we use this bumper, this bumper has got little light posts, so we could actually put the turn indicators in, which the WPL V3 board has. The other advantage of the WPL V3 board is, for those of you that don't know, and Phil at Tomley RC has a good video on this, it also has trail braking on first gear on that, all on board, and the transmitter is transmitter receiver combo is 4-channel, so it will run steering, it will run speed, it will run a 2-speed transmission. It will also run a winch, although I'm not going to put a winch on this build, because Matt's truck actually has 2 winches on the front, and I'm not sure how to do that and make it look right. So I shall just make do with the one that we've got here, adjusted, and probably clear out the holes in here, maybe make a aluminium plate to go over it, to make it look like that's going to go through there or something. I don't know quite yet, but we shall see. Anyway, there'll be more of this to come when I have got the rest of the parts, and then I can crack on with it. Thanks very much for watching. As I say, please like, comment, subscribe, give me your constructive feedback. I can only get better with your assistance. Bye for now.